Niddah Daf Vav. The halacha is that if a sheretz touches a human being, he becomes tamei, but the clothing on him don't become tamei. Niddah Zava are very different. If a Niddah touches a person, the person becomes tamei. Not only that, his clothing become tamei to the same degree as he himself. If a Niddah sits on a couch, the couch becomes so tamei, just like the Niddah herself, that if somebody touches the couch, they become tamei, and their clothing become tamei as well. The question is, the Niddah that we're discussing in our Mishnah, she sees dam today. Chacham say that you go back retroactively 24 hours, and everything she touched to that point is tamei. What about a couch she sat in those 24 hours previous to her seeing the dam? Does that couch have the capacity to be mitama a person and his clothing? Says Rava, and this is based on a brisa, a combination of a brisa and a kavachomer from Rava, that indeed the couch is so strong in the tumah that it's mitama clothing as well. What's Rava's kavachomer? If something is very hard to make tamei, such as a kli cheres, an earthenware kli that is closed, just by touching it from the outside, you can't make it tamei. If it's inside an oyel, there's a dead person in the room, it doesn't become tamei. Yet, the heset of a niddah, that means if a niddah moves it, even without touching it, she shakes the table and it moves, it becomes tamei. So kavachomer, something that's much easier to become tamei, such as a couch. If it's in a room with a dead person, it becomes tamei ba'oil. So too, it should definitely become tamei when a niddah moves it, the heset. Now, from the brisa, we see this whole concept of an earthenware kli becomes tamei beheset. The brisa gives a list of things that are tamei, become tamei from a niddah that's tamei me'es la'es, a niddah that we go backwards 24 hours. We say, since she saw a dam right now, we say that she's tamei for 24 hours prior. And the brisa goes to enlist, if she touches food or drink, they become tamei. And if she touches a kli cheres that's mukaf psil, if a kli cheres that's completely sealed, also becomes tamei. The brisa also says that when it comes to midaraisa, a niddah is 7 days. So even if a niddah sees dam 3 days in a row, all she has to do is go to the mikvah on the 7th night. Then, following those 7 days, there are 11 days of ziva. If she sees dam for 1 day, she's a zavaktana, and she's shimeres yom, she goes to the mikvah the next day. If she sees dam 3 days in a row, now she has to keep shiva nekim, 7 clean days, how we're makbid today. Now the issue is, if a woman doesn't know what week she's in, if she's in the niddah week or the ziva week, it could lead to a lot of issues. Because if she sees 3 consecutive days, she might have to keep shiva nekim if she's in the ziva week. If she's in the niddah week, she doesn't have to keep shiva nekim. She goes to the mikvah on the 7th night. And the same thing if she sees 1 day only, perhaps she's in the niddah week and she has to keep 7 days. Or if she's in the ziva week, she only has to keep 1 day. Therefore, our Gemara, the brisa says that if we go retroactive, the 24 hours prior to when she saw the dam are not part of this, and they don't cause any issues of confusion. She also starts counting niddah from the point of when she saw dam, not the day before. Her husband, who was with her, typically, if a man is boil a niddah, he becomes tamei for 7 days, like the niddah, the tumas. But if he was with her prior to when she saw the dam, 24 hours before, he does not become tamei. Rabbi Akiva says he does become tamei. Now, if she sees a stain, a kesem, then we said, like yesterday, it's mitama l'mafreya, when a clothing, from the point that you see the stain, all the way back to where she washed the clothing, everything there that she touched is tamei. And she is mitama her boil, her husband, retroactive, all the way back to where she washed her clothing. Now, this is how we said in the Mishnah that according to Chachamim, you go back 24 hours. The question is, you go back and you mitama what? All food, only truma, kachim as well. So there's 2 lashonos from Rav Huna. The first one says that only kachim become tamei, but not truma. And the second lashon says everything becomes tamei, including truma. So the first lashon is that only kachim and not truma. There's a Mishnah in Chagiga that says what are the differences between kachim and truma, and this is not listed there. So we must say, because that Mishnah is talking about real tumah, and over here is just exerid derabanan, that people should be makbid on safek niddah. There's halacha that kohenes, before she eats truma, she should do a bedika. Rav Yehuda says she should also do a bedika after she eats. Now, if it's only truma, we must be saying that we're talking about right there and then, right after, right when she finished eating, she does a bedika just in case she was tamei, she shouldn't be eating that food at a later time. Another halacha, if a young woman didn't see a period for 3 months, 3 times, so there's a shayla, what happens when she sees dam? Do we say daya shata, it just goes from that point onwards, or do we go retroactive 24 hours like a regular woman? Rebbe Lezer says from that point on, because she didn't see dam until now, there's no reason to believe she had dam before. Chacham say no. There's no reason by an old lady, a lady that is in menopause, doesn't have dam, then you go from that point on. But a young woman, if she sees dam, you give her 24 hours retroactive like a regular woman. Now, there was a story that happened that came to Rebbe, this exact story. A woman didn't have dam for 3 months, and he passed like Rebbe Lezer, and he said, "Oh, I made a mistake." Because that halacha is like the rabbim, like Chachamim. Yet because there was famine in the time of Rebbe, he said, it's okay. But we must say, at the end of the day, there's only truma in the time of Rebbe. Rebbe didn't live in the time of Beis Hamikdash, and there's no kachim. So we must say we're talking about chaverim. A chaver is a person that's makbid on truma, even in the time that there's no Beis Hamikdash, makbid on kachim, because he's waiting for the Beis Hamikdash to be rebuilt, and therefore he's makbid upon himself, but it's not real kachim. There's another ma'aseh with the shivcha of Reb Gamliel. Reb Gamliel Azaken lived in the time of Beis Hamikdash, and she baked bread. In between each bread of truma, she washed her hands and she was toivel herself. And Reb Lezer paskin, since she saw dam all the way at the end, that only the last bread is tamei and not the previous ones. You see that you go backwards. So, and Reb Gamliel Azaken lived in the time of Beis Hamikdash. We're talking about, says the Gemara, Lachmi Toida. She was mafresh the truma when it was still dough. You see, you could do such a thing because a person, instead of making 40 breads, made 4 breads. How do you give truma from 4 breads? You're not allowed to cut the bread. If you have 40 rolls, 40 breads, you can give 4 breads to the kohen. But if you have 4 breads, how do you make one piece? You can't cut. It has to be echad. Says the Gemara, you take the dough and you give truma. So here also she did it while it was dough. But it's not real truma g'dayla, it's lachmi toida, which is kachim. And now the second and final lashon in Rav Huna is that when Chachamim say that a woman is tummy for 24 hours prior to when she sees the dam, she's metama truma as well. In fact, they bring a raya from the Mishnah Chagiga that doesn't bring a difference between kachim and truma. Both of them would be the same halach in our case. They're both metama. Have a wonderful day.